Hello and welcome to another Wingspan Tournament match. This is the 7th game of my first round of the Wingspan World Cup. I'll be playing the cat lady, the player with the coolest nickname Katzenoma, which makes me very happy. So, the starting end is also not the worst. At least Morning Dove is a bird that I like a lot in my starting hand. Haven't had it in a while. So the round goal demands eggs in the grassland, which is difficult because I don't want the dove in the grassland because I want to use it to get eggs in a different place than the grassland, which means that I probably take the yellowhammer to play it in the grassland, so one laying eggs action per turn is okay in order to activate it, I think. Then the question that remains is, will the Morning Dove go to the forest or to the wetlands? I mean, this way we would lack either food or cards. Problem is also that Dove and Yellowhammer cost 3 wheat, and we can only keep 1 because of the rules of the game, which would suggest to play the Dove rather into the forest, and for example take the falcon as the first card drawing bird in addition. I tend to like the Morning Dove more in the wetlands than in the forest, but then again there is no bird that is doing much in the forest, so we might do it this way around. We could also simply play the dove into the wetland and just keep digging for any forest bird, which might actually be better. But then the question remains, how do I play the yellowhammer, because there is no elegant source of wheat for us. No, I think I like the forest plan better, actually. Keep these 2. Could also take mouse instead of worm, because worm might be easier to get. No, that might make sense. Also, we have to check the bonus cards before. Swarm or cavity nests. Well, that's unfortunate. In that case, I will take the swarmy thing, because there is a chance that we find swarm birds early enough that they make sense. Also, there are some birds with this symbol that are also good in the late game, for example a common swift, or of course the overpowered horned lark. Yeah, so this will be fine. These 3, these 2, this one. Okay, we can do that. So, of course, the swift is an attractive bird if one wants to actually lay eggs, which I try to avoid mostly. So my plan would be play the Morning Dove into the forest, try to grab that wheat, grab more food, in order to be able to play the yellowhammer and falcon. This might change at any point when there is another interesting bird showing up in the tray, but for the game plan that I have envisioned, I don't need mono grassland birds, and wood stork is a good bird, but it's too expensive for the start, so we will seize. So off we go. Play dove here. So we could in theory also grab this worm in order to play the falcon early, but I think it's more important to get the yellow hammer into play. So the black vulture is interesting in the sense that it's a cheap bird. Which would speed up the food gaining a lot, but I will need an egg anyways if I wanted to play it, so just do that first, and if that remains here I'll reconsider if I want to take it. I found it more important to grab this lonely wheat from the bird feeder. So, my opponent disagrees with me. They say wood stork is a fine starting bird. Okay. Yeah, I think I want this cheap second forest bird option. 5 actions left. Play vulture, gain food. Gain food again. Play yellow hammer. Lay eggs. This is 5 actions, and then we can play the falcon of the yellow hammer. This might fail, I think, if the bird feeder doesn't cooperate at all, because we will have 6 food. We cannot double overpay both birds, but no, 6 food will be fine, because we have 1 for this and 1 for this already, so this is okay. Oh, American crow, hello. It's a good bird. Grab this. Grab the second wheat. Lay an egg. We might even be able to attack the round goal, which makes me happy. So this doesn't matter. This does. So we found the target food, which means we can easily spend 1 food for an extra egg, which leaves us with 3 eggs on the yellow hammer, which would be more than the American crow can take. But of course they can still also play additional birds. Quite curious that they are not interested in the white-throated swift. would want that. Apparently I'm wrong. So we have to check whether they play a second grassland bird and how many eggs they will be able to place, but they will be able to. So they haven't done it. This means with 3 eggs on the yellowhammer we should be in charge of the round goal. Falcon doesn't need any eggs, so that would be a quite convincing first round actually. 4 birds, 5 eggs, 1 food left. Won the round goal. This is nice. Oh, the colored dove would be a bird that's interesting in the sense that there's a 7-point bird by means of the bonus card. And also using surplus food at the end of the game, something I like a lot. Phoebe is also an interesting bird, which I would be not too unhappy to play next to my falcon in order to improve my card drawing and resource generation skills. Even though I'd give something to the opponent, but I think that's fine. Also, the round goal is birds in 1 row, which means... Oh, Chiff-Chaff, hello. I know what I have to do. Draw this. Draw this. Oh. Maltoni's Warbler. How many birds can I play? So having Maltoni's Warbler and Yellowhammer would mean that one really has to generate lots of food and manage very tightly the card drawing and food gaining in order to fully exploit the effects, which can sometimes lead to either not fully using them or to play birds that are actually worse than the ones that you want to play. I think I'm not going there. I'm fine with 1 Yellowhammer and not doing anything else. So yeah, playing the Chiff-Chaff here for additional card draw is something that I like, I think. So this way we can just be digging and see where this takes us. As we want to use all our actions, I will grab food now. Luckily there's the food for the colored dove, so this way we definitely have the Yellowhammer able to play the colored dove. I will use my spare actions to draw cards and see if I can find some more. So they have played the Phoebe to the water. They give away grubs, which is nice because we'll be able to use any food that we get. So they drew birds and they didn't take any of the bird feeder, which is... So we will want to lay eggs anyway. Can do that now. For the off chance that something changes in the bird feeder. No, that's... I think I will do the egg laying as the last action when I know if I have some food to spare for an extra egg. So I just draw blindly. Do I need any of these? I mean, for the one row and for the wetland, the chimney swift is not too bad. But it's also not a very great bird, so actually I don't think I need any of these. Just put them away and keep searching. So what I want would be a bird that improves my food supply and a bird that gives me extra cards. Ooh, Orduan Skull. Yeah, something like that I would have loved. But yeah, not too unhappy with the birds that I got, so not complaining. Bonus bird and Net Catcher. Oh, that could be useful. Do I want both of them? Maybe I do. I don't need to exaggerate with the tucking. I can tuck what's ever left. Also at a later point in the game. So they have 3 birds in a row. When I play the Net Catcher here, I will also have my 3rd. If they give me another grub, I can even play the 4th, which would be great. They have laid eggs. I need to do that as well. But I might just play this one first. Then there is 1 action left. And depending on the free stuff I get or don't get, I'll either play the dove or the woodpecker. Scaled quail. Okay, so no free stuff for me, so I'll only lay 2 eggs because I don't have any food left. And be happy with 3 birds for the round goal. Play this one here. And be fine. So there's a blue-winged warbler, which is a nice big point bird. I think I want to draw that. Will I want the hawk? Pretty sure that I don't. Will I want the woodpecker? Maybe. Well, I won't be playing the hawk. We can tuck this. Yay! As always. So Eleonora hitting is actually the best feel of any bird of prey in the base game plus European expansion. Of course in the Oceania expansion there is other feel-good moments. For example, the penguin combined with a hooded merganser or something. But for this, it's so cool to roll correctly with 1 die and getting an egg in reward. That's very cool. So we might need some food. Just grab these, get another grub, get another egg. Play one of these. Tucked cards. This is not impossible. But we need 2 more birds in the water to at least come here. No, we only need 1 actually, because we already have the dove. So yeah, we're absolutely not in contention for the diet specialist. So I mean, these 2 bonus cards also work well together. Problem is only that we haven't really found many birds that are helpful, but we found the Chiff Chaff. That counts for up to 5 birds, so we will have to lay eggs at some point, and this won't be better than this. Let's just put them in random places. So this is the drawback. It's not really a drawback. I mean, laying eggs once a turn is sort of... it's like the play a bird action with 3 extra points attached once per turn. That's okay. We're going to draw some cards here. Just see what happens. Don't really want any of these. I mean, Turkey Vulture is a free play, but I don't really want to play that, so grabbing 2 of these. And I think I won't be tucking anything now, but keep the stuff to tuck it later when I found more water birds. Yeah, we skip that. So I would think that getting the hummingbird into the water with a yellow hammer could be an option. Alright, they have the 4th bird in the water, so this will be difficult to win this round go, unless of course I find a bird that lets me play another bird. But that would mean I would need the heron for 2 and need to draw the vulture, then I could get to 4 birds via the yellow hammer. But that's very unlikely, so I'll draw a random card now, and if that is the heron, I will take the vulture as well. It is not. Okay, so I'm just drawing another random card. And be fine, I think. How many cards will I draw in this game? Some. I don't know. Nah, we can do the tucking later. Nice. Sorry for the weird sound. Set up in the previous mess, my washing machine decided to enter hyperspace. I did not foresee that. Stuff. So let's start with the yellow hammer. I think I will want hummingbird in the water in order to dump some Chiff Chaff cards there. And I will need one food for the dove. Probably. But I can do that in the last round. These ones are done before, and then this one. That's difficult, but yeah. There's no need to do that now. And I won't have more than 5 food to spare at the end of next round. So I'll just leave that. So we want to draw cards once more. Get rid of some useless stuff. But first we want to... No, we will spend an egg for an extra card to spend this egg in case Eleonora hits again. We want the space to be available. Do we want that many extra cards? I might go grab some food first and play my 8-point bird. I think that's the more reasonable variant. Ah, Common Swift. I would have liked to have that. But I don't. So, do we need berries? Not really. So we take this, reset. Get a grub, get a wheat, another grub, and an egg. So interestingly, for this food and personal supply round goal, both me and my opponent now have one of these convert food birds, so I'm very curious whose bird is going to be first, because it's very important. Because it's not so much that one food makes a difference there, but point-wise. But for the round goal, this is a huge difference who wins and who not. So I'm actually not aware who will be doing that first. If the starting player or the not starting player in the round will do that. No dry cards. I will play this bird first. Use this egg. I have a big boy in play. So I would love one more bird that actually does something. So I don't have any bird in hand that really gets me anywhere. There is none in the tray that do. So I think I will draw 2 cards. If I don't find anything reasonable that I will want to play with Yellowhammer within these, I will spend 1 egg from the forest to grab the Whitethroat, which is at least 5 points because I can play it in the forest to lay eggs. Which is not great because it also costs 2 eggs itself, but it's better than nothing, I think. Yeah, let's try it. Let's just try to find something better. Oh yeah, that's probably better. This one is not, but yeah, trying to get the goldfinch into place. That's fine, I think. And oh, it even has a swarmy ability, so it's actually an 8-point bird. We will want that free berry. And we have a lot of birds that we don't need anymore. I misplayed that. I should have tucked some with the Chiff last round already. Yeah, so with the last two actions we should be laying eggs and then grab food. Hope to be getting a wheat in order that we don't have to overpay. Oh, they have the puffin. Okay, this game is over. They have the puffin. We might as well do that first. Yes. Luckily this worked. So we are last in the round. We have 9 food now. 6 will go into the goldfinch. No, 6 will be there after the goldfinch. Ooh, nice. Or also maybe not nice. Did they play Bonellis or something? Montagu's Harrier, wow. Oh, they eat the quail, okay. Interesting. So they have only 1 food left and they don't have any action left. Well, this makes it easier. In that case, I will also gladly spend 1 food for an extra egg, which is straight 1 point. This is how all that happens. Then we want to play the goldfinch. Doesn't really matter where. This food. These eggs. And then we want to feed that one. So make it very sure they have only 1 food left, so we can spend 4 food. Be left with 2 and win the round goal. Which is very important. Okay, let's see. This game didn't feel too bad. Let's see how much points we could come up with. So 1 point more with that, 4 point behind on round bonus cards. Round goals equalizers. First on eggs, and we should be in front in tucks. Yeah, this did work. Nice. So that's the puffin bonus. That was unbeatable, but still we did generate some value off our bonus cards, which worked occasionally together. So thank you for watching this Wingspan World Cup tournament game, and be sure to tune in for the next video. See you in a few. Bye bye.